Hello, Boundless Universe. This is Sulfur, and I'm back with another episode of Boundless. Hopefully everyone's doing well today, and today I think we're going to go on another tourist trip. So I noticed that we have a new city portal here in Betula, so we're going to go check out where that takes us. Come down here and look in between the home portals, you notice the Echelon capital. So it's the capital of Betula, and here we are in Echelon, the capital of the glorious planet of Betula. Nice little roads here. Got some shopping going on. It's like a decorative garden center. Though probably do with some flowers tossed in. And maybe either, go with long grass or trim up the grass, but and maybe some of the roots of the big tree should get removed for soil. These are just ideas. This doesn't even have grass on it. But yeah, that's what I would do. But now looking there at that house, I do like the use of material. We've got an igneous refined on the top, we've got a metamorphic refined, and then we lead into the typical use of stone. Got some nice chiseling for eaves over the windows. Yeah, this house has a nice feel to it. And the chiseling there in the corner is nice. Nice little lamp. Just needs a partner to make it symmetrical. The interior is nice too. This big wide open center here with something. This was probably their first try at a city portal that they put in the shop. That's nice. Odd we can't see out the windows. I was hoping for a second we stumbled across a deal. That didn't seem to be the case. Okay, so those windows we can see out of. There must be, I'm guessing, some sort of scaffolding on the other side that hasn't been taken down yet. I can't move the door. We've got some walls going on. Huh. The windows are covered up. Not sure why. Don't see any reason for the windows to be covered up, but okay. Wall made out of brick. That's nice. I like seeing brick. And we've given it some depth by adding some refine to it. Though one side is not like the other. So this just hasn't been chiseled yet. It's kind of interesting that you don't see more walls than you do in the game. But then with the way the game works and people can just move in kind of willy-nilly right next to you, it's kind of hard to have an organized enough town to have a wall that makes sense. So I guess that's part of the reason we don't see more walls. And it's a nice thick wall too, it's not a thin wall. Reminds me of the wall I had, or well, Wonder Boy had up at Sparta. But it wasn't a wall that went around the entire town though either, but it was, you know, it did cover a fair decent area. What is this? This is a pretty sizable underground place. Future home of tomfoolery, Shifty Mart, some stock available more in near future. But white refined is very white. It's got a good look to it. Where does the darkness go? Just a lot of big area, no lighting. Got a big decorative door here. Interesting chiseling going on. Huh. This is unique too. I mean, we're using what looks like timber, but we're way deep underground with various refined rock for flooring decoration. Oh, wow. So we've got just a few refineries here. Yeah, there's a lot of production going on here. And it looks like there's been room left back there to hook all of these up with power coils. Now that That's some ambition right there, let me tell you folks. That's a lot of power coils. Holy cats. I'm impressed. This is... I want to see this when this is done. If all of these refineries actually get power coils hooked up to them, you sir, will be the refining king. Oh, and they're color-coded. The wall over there is copper. And over on this side, the wall is going to be... So these are going to be extractors here. And down here, in this area, is workbenches. And workbenches have iron to signify them. You know, that hopper sounds strangely close. Got some sort of water going on in here. Guess he wants to make something decorative with water inside of this. Got a bridge going over the water. That's pretty neat. And with the water being there, it makes that wall look a lot better even. I mean, yeah, I'm liking the way that this town is turning out. It's down here in the slums. I apologize to anyone that actually lives down here. That I wasn't meaning to insult your area of town. It just, you know, it's not inside of the wall. It's outside of the wall, and the houses look on the smaller side. Alright, so Scotty, he really likes his doors, and he seems to be a big fan of warp conduits. And I don't blame him, I like warp conduits too, but there can be such a thing as too many. I think if you continued this line around the whole place, maybe alternated the lines, that this part was warp conduits and this part was the line, and then go back to the floor onto the ceiling all the way around, it might look pretty neat. But the areas where it's solid, it's not as good as... I like the floor. The floor being offset like that is really nice. Solid warp conduits, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. So if you see this video, that's just my critique. Alright, somebody's got half a door here. This is more Scotty. Scotty seems to like to have multiple buildings. Ah, yes, Milanos and Sons. I remember putting the sign up for this at the gateway. So the interior of this little building looks nice. The inside of it is quite sharp. The exterior may just be a little too blue. I think, yeah, I like how that contrasts with it there. You might just need to add some contrast on the roof. Maybe give it a roof of some sort. And maybe the other buildings, the smaller buildings next door to it, need a remodel. Or become an addition to the one building. Just some ideas. There's another road over on that side, looks like. But I don't really see anything over there other than the road. Rather interesting. We got what looks to be a shop here, without a way to get into the shop. And obviously the shop, I believe, is hooked up to the Betula Gateway. So shoppers can get there via the gateway without a problem. But what if you have someone who's local in town wants to come shop? It seems to be the building should have a door. I don't know about you, but that's just how I sort of feel about the situation. Let me see if I recognize that shop. I know I'm hearing the portals. It's Lucky Dogs. Yeah, I remember what shop that is. And so you can get to that shop via some of the other shops around this town, and basically they have their own portal system set up between the local shops in Echelon. So you can go from Echelon shop to Echelon shop to Echelon shop, which is pretty nice. Kind of a nice way to network. But yeah, the only way to get to that guy's shop is via a portal, which does feel odd. Now, I walked past this and didn't notice this this glass area down below. It's interesting. Locked. Is that like a dungeon down there? Oh, here's a way to get in. This is Uber Noob. Wow, Uber Noob is doing a lot of stuff. Is Echelon like Cuddle Trunk stuff? Because I think Uber Noob's been mostly focusing his time with the Cuddle Punks. Here's Whiskey Wednesdays. you know, I didn't even really look at this build here when I first got into town, but wow. It's a nice build right there. It's using the same style and patterning of that building, but it's doing it better because it's got the nice wooden eaves and really high frame to it. I really like the appearance of this from the outside. As we go in here, got unusual pie. He's got a lot of machinery here. Looks like he had a tree growing in the house. He certainly did, and it's not totally gone. This is the mixer room. So I like the mixers that are set inside of the wall. I'm not so sure I'm keen on the ones in the corners. Obviously you're attempting to sneak some more machines in, but from aesthetic point, I think they might detract from the other ones. Titanium furnace is here. Extractors, the extractor room evidently, and same machines in the corners. I like these square machines. Kind of changes things up. And that makes the machines in the corners look better when they're paired up against these square ones like this. Yeah, so if you're gonna have these corner machines like this, I like these square machines in between. Oh, there's just something about it. It makes the corner machines look better. And then back to the other style. Red pie. So we've got a workbench here with coils. Centrifuge with coils, a mixer with some coils, compactor with coils, but how do you repair the coils? Surely you're not taking down a piece of glass or whatever to get in every time you need to repair the machines, are you? I mean, put up a door with a lock would be more convenient, probably. If you're trying to keep people out. Okay. So I'm finding myself being critical for some reason. These are really good builds. So yeah, any critiquing is just, you know, me trying to help, not sound like a jerk. And we got storage up here. More storage. And more storage. I like those windows. I like the space. It's a very spacious feeling room. Almost feels wrong to be storage. There almost needs to be like a decorative hall up here with a big dining area. Though, that's not exactly functional for the game. Storage is far more functional. Looks like a portal frame. Oh wow. That was a nice house. Now that's pretty fucking awesome is what that is. Wow. Excuse my language, but... And it's even made out of rock, but it's done so well. God, I love the layers to it. Oh, look at the nice checkered. Oh, wow. That is sharp. Soy Cool Red. So Cuddlepunks have a lot of good builders. I'm curious who Soy Cool Red is. Yeah, it is feeling like a cathedral, that's for sure. Could definitely imagine a priest up here preaching from the pulpit. But it does feel a little narrow. Like that wall there and that wall there should be a little farther over. Just doesn't feel like there's enough pew area. But God, imagine how much bigger that would make this build. So hey, yeah, ignore me being critical. This is really, really good. I'm evidently in some sort of critical mood tonight. It's interesting in the in Blacklight, which is another Cuddlepunk town, they had a wall going on there as well. That's a nice build. Feels Greco-Roman. Very columny and archway. I approve. It's outside of the wall. Or it's inside of the wall. Yeah, it's inside the wall. Okay. It's being built over water. The building is very cool, though. I'm not getting a feeling of what the building is, if you know what I mean. It's like, first thing I thought of when I looked at it was like an old Roman, a government type building, like some sort of, seat of government or something. But inside it's got kind of a castle-ish feeling. It feels like there needs to be a big gathering space, like a convention area where you'd get 100 or 200 people together to argue about stuff. But on the inside, it's looking more like it's just the elaborate mansion of somebody important. Don't know if that makes any sense. Trees now gotta get knocked down. Clear the view of it. And up in that, right in there, needs some sort of lit up symbology or something. With a nice pathway here, decorative pathway. But it's such a good build that I can, you know, wow. You know, this entire town of Echelon is really, it's maybe the best designed town I've seen to date. It feels very cohesive, very organized, very structured. It works well together, and it's obviously not a bunch of people who just drop beacons next to each other and start a building. Oh my god! I know who this is. This has gotta be Jeff. The Colosseum. Oh. It's gonna return. So back in Elaportis, there was a beautiful Colosseum there. And I'm pretty sure Jeffro the Swell created it. And this is Stunned Hard. I don't know who Stunned Hard is, but I'm 99.9% sure that this is probably Jeff. Wow, this is nice. Yeah, in fact, this entire town feels like a very more, I don't know, Greco-Roman or medieval type town. which is a bit different than Elaportis was. Elaportis was something amazing. It just fit with the planet so well. It felt like it belonged. Not saying that this doesn't feel it. This feels like it belongs here. Yeah, I'm impressed. In fact, if there's been a town I've seen that I almost have this desire that I want to move in and live here, it's this one. You guys are doing amazing work. And hopefully, my video of Echelon doesn't, I hope it doesn't, you know, attract some people that decide they want to live here and then end up getting in the way and maybe aren't as quality of builders. Because it definitely seems like you guys have managed to claim a nice chunk of land and you're able to build something nice without a lot of people getting in the way here. I'm almost jealous. It feels like that's what a lot of the bigger towns these days are having issues with, is just too many people in an area and everyone claiming each other's plots, and no city planning, if you will. I should go look at those buildings outside there. There's something that way we'll have to look at. Dragonfly. So this is probably Jen's place. Which, I don't know, it feels like she's everywhere. Maybe I'm just thinking anyone that has the name Jen must be her, but I could have swore she was building in the Sunken City. Nice little area, too. How did I get up here? Oh, over here. I like all that color below the house. It's interesting to look at. Durability on my diamond bow for this stuff. Can't wait to see that one when it's finished. It's got it's starting to get a nice silhouette to it. This has an interesting shape. It almost is starting to look like the hull of a ship. The bow needs to be a little longer and curl upwards. It definitely is a ship. So the use of material is confusing me a bit. Perhaps this is going to be a modern ship? Because, yeah, the refined stone, which looks steelish, would be almost like belts of steel along the hull. Let's look back here. Yeah, so most more modern ships kind of come to more of a flat end. So I'm definitely thinking that this is going to be more of a tall boy, an old Age of Sail ship. In which case, again, you need to build up a forecastle here, and then come down with this in the center area, and then add up bow. And here I go, critiquing again. My god, what is wrong with me tonight? But obviously there is a lot of effort being put into this. This is a huge build. Oh my god! Oh, look at all the metal. Alright, so now I am confused. If this is going to be a modern ship, you know what I would do? If this is going to be a modern ship, I would actually take what you have and turn it into an aircraft carrier. Extend this area straight back and put like a flat area up here on top of your hull that you have there, and then put a tower in here, in this section here, and then extend that side again off a ways so it makes more of a flat top, and you could have a nice little aircraft carrier here. And especially with the amount of metal that you've used, I think it would go well. And because aircraft carriers are flat, the whole flatness of the build would be perfect. Yeah, you should make this an aircraft carrier, man. But I love what you've done so far. It's obviously a lot of work that you've put in. Who is doing this? Shifty, so too. Okay. Oh, this is nice. It's a nice little dock area. I Very nice. Very nice indeed. Such a good use of this lake. Ah, I'm jealous. What a view. Adding in some more stanchions, I would assume, on this to make it correlate. Yeah, I definitely approve of this. This is really a nice touch to this town. You almost need a way for people to get here that's not through a house, because it seems like the main way to get here is through that house right now, right? Yeah, this feels like the main way to get out here, which is cool and all, but I think we need a hole in this wall here, an archway, to allow the general public to get into the dock area. But yeah, I'm just completely on a critiquing roll tonight. My God. Sorry, guys. Who am I to judge you? You guys are better builders than I am, to be honest. This is maybe the nicest town I've seen to date. Yeah, in fact, I am gonna go on record and say it is the nicest town I've seen to date. While Sunken City has a couple of amazing builds inside of it, this one on a whole is on a pound for pound average. All the builds in this town are really good. So on the pound for pound average compared to Aquatopia, compared to even Portal Seeker's headquarters, this one on the average is superior to all the other towns I've toured so far. Amazing job, guys. Amazing. So, with that being said, it looks like I have seen most of what Echelon has to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Until then, Boundless community, peace.